The equation of a circle is x squared plus y squared minus 8x plus 4y plus 4 equals 0. Find the radius of the circle and the coordinates of its center. So what we've got to do here is write this equation in the form x minus a all squared plus y minus b all squared is equal to r squared. So what's happened over here is they've taken the equation of a circle and expanded all of these brackets out and put everything to one side to get an equation like this. But once you take the equation as it is now and put it in this form, we can then read what the center coordinate will be and what the radius will be. So just remember, from this equation, the center will be a, comma, b. So there's an x of a and a y of b, and then the radius will just be the square root of this value. So what we need to do is group all the x terms together, all the y terms together, and then complete the square on the x terms, complete the square on the y terms, and then get all the constants to the right side of the equation, and we'll have obtained our equation of the circle. So we have x squared, so we're going to put all the x's together, so minus 8x. Then we have plus y squared plus 4y, and we'll keep the 4 on the left hand side for now. So what we need to do is complete the square on the x terms, and then also complete the square on the y terms. So to complete the square on x squared minus 8x, all we do is we say x, and then we're going to half the coefficient of our x, which will be minus 8, so it gives us minus 4, and we square this bracket. But you'll notice there's no constant term next to this negative 8x. The constant here is 0. However, when we expand this bracket here, the constant term coming out of this bracket will be 16. So we therefore have to subtract 16 to make the constant become 0. So that's to complete the square on x squared minus 8x. Now we do the same thing for y squared plus 4y. So we go plus bracket y. So we half the positive 4, which will give us plus 2. We square this bracket. And then the constant term coming out of this bracket will be this 2 squared, which will be 4. So we need to subtract 4 from this bracket. Because just like before, looking at these two terms here, we're considering that this constant term is 0 next to that 4y. So we have the completed the square form of our x terms and our y terms, and then we still have this plus 4, and this is all equal to 0. And all we do now is we take all the constant terms to the right side, and we'll have our equation. So we will still have x minus 4 squared plus y plus 2 squared, and then minus 4 plus 4 is just 0, so we only have to add 16 to both sides to take the constants to the right. So this is equal to 16. So now this is in the form of our circle equation. So the center of our circle, according to the equation we have now, we take the opposite sign of this value here. So instead of minus 4, we're going to take positive 4. And instead of positive 2 for y, we take minus 2. And this 16 is the radius squared. So the radius is just going to be the square root of 16, which is 4. So the radius is 4. And that is answered to the question. We found the radius and the center of the circle.